Oh, muted. Hello, and welcome to Retro Boost Live, where we forget to unmute amongst many things. Oh, what a disappointing start to the day, not gonna lie. I was so excited to do that poll and be like, hey, let's do the fusion suit. Let's not do the fusion suit. What are we gonna do with the fusion suit? And then, can't do it. Oh, man. So I ran a poll, and we're gonna be doing Metroid Prime today. Last time was the end of Paper Mario. Today is gonna be the beginning of Metroid Prime, a sequence-breaking run. I'm gonna have some fun with it, and I wanted to inject some extra fun into it by doing a poll to see if we wanted to do the fusion suit on or off, and the votes were 66% yes. Went to go do it. Could have sworn there was an action replay code for it. There's not. So, oops. Then I was like, oh, no worries. I got USB loader. I can just do it on the Wii version. We'll play that. It has it. Can turn it on, and it's in there now. But one of the criteria of the fusion suit is that you have to beat the game at least once to then utilize it in the next playthrough that you do. So, I've never beaten it on the Wii memory version that I have through the Wii. I probably have it'd be on a memory card, which they're all gone now. I consolidated all my cards into the Mem Card Pro, and where it made sense, erased files to keep things condensed, but I must have accidentally erased the wrong Metroid Prime one, and what I have is not the one that had the fusion bonuses enabled, which to unlock those normally you would connect a Game Boy Advance with Fusion in there, and then it activates it, which I did that like forever ago with a friend's Game Boy, like 20 years ago, and I've always had that file until now, so it's gone. So, moving on, we're just gonna have to go without that. Last time I had beat Paper Mario and Thousand Year Door, like I was saying. So that was cool. Today we're starting a new thing, Metroid Prime. So let's go ahead and get into that. Alright, so Metroid Prime. The really fascinating thing about this is that it's got scan lines on the demo stuff. I've never really talked about that. I don't think I have. It's kind of weird, because the game doesn't have that. But the demo stuff has scan lines, which is pretty interesting. I don't know if that's in the trilogy version. It probably is. I have to find out. But when it loops the demo mode stuff turns on, it's got scan lines enabled. That's kind of cool. Anyway, so Metroid Prime, the first 3D Metroid, much like Metroid Fusion, Metroid Prime has a lot of cool sequence-breaking shortcut goodness that I will be doing, so we're going to beat the game a lot faster than the usual time that you beat it because of that, and it'll be fun. I'll also do it on hard mode for some added challenge, although for me, it's not really too hard. Prime 2 on hard mode I actually never beat, but this one I could do it with not my eyes closed, but maybe. I don't know. Hello, Passix. Great to have you here. I know that you had looked up the fusion stuff and were like, let's do it. Sorry about that. Big L for me. One thing I want to explain real quick for anyone who's not initiated, which is probably no one, but when I say sequence breaking, so all Metroid games have like what I always kind of refer to as the intended order. Although they kind of take place in what gradually becomes an open world, the game is still linear in its intent for you to navigate said world. So like, you can't go to this place until you get that item, then you get that item, and you can go to this place and you can unlock that place, but you can't get to that place without this item. So there's like a sequence, but most Metroid games, at least like the 2D ones and some of the 3D ones, Prime mostly, it kind of gets less so the further into the franchise you get. you can break that sequence and like kind of turn the game more into an open world experience out of the get-go. At least for Prime. Prime 2 has some. Prime 3, I don't think has much of anything. Because like that one's even more linear. But then like Super Metroid is one of the really great ones because that's really cool. So the funny thing about Prime is how it works. But Super Metroid, which I played on the streams, which I will make sure it shows up. Oh, look at that! It's gonna break the chat box while I do this, but okay. So Super Metroid, which I played with Tori, has a sequence breaking thing toward the beginning, where you can enter this room, you maintain your speed, running speed, and you skip a part where you're intended to have the speed booster. And this lets you get the super missile early, which then opens up some other avenues early. So Metroid Prime has something similar, where we can get the space jump boots early. I also, I wanted to explain all that now, I also have never heard of Vampire Survivors. I'll need to look that up. For a second there, I thought you were talking about that, what's it called? I have no idea what the title even is. It's the vampire game where you're like running around Diablo style, attacking people and base building. What the hell's the name of that called? I don't remember. We're in the thick of it now. Boop, 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 boop. But I take zero offense, someone forgetting the time or whatever. If this kind of content's great for background noise, by all means, keep me on in the background. I don't mind. That's what I put on this kind of stuff for. Alright, so we just got to get through the opening here. It's pretty straightforward. Nothing special is going to happen, but once we're out of this, we will open things up. I am also playing this using the 5X Pro. I've normally done GameCube stuff with the CARBY. Decided to shift it up for this one. So this is the 5X Pro running 1080p over with just generic 4x3 because you can't do anything else with 1080p over with this kind of content. Unless I were to do 1080p fill, which then I can then do one of the DTV aspects or horizontal sampling modes, which produces a very similar experience to the CARBY. Hello, Emigeddon. Nice to have you here. It's fun talking about movies and Clerks and Ewan McGregor yesterday and this morning. I'm not even supposed to be here today. No, I am supposed to be here today. Oh, it's hard mode. Okay. Just rushing our way through, basically. I guess this is gonna like kind of be a speed run, but I'm not gonna treat it that way. But I'll probably, depends on how much I want to take it, but I can probably come in under 4 to 5 hours, which is not a speed run. The specific sequence breaks I can do are definitely not in an order that you would do in a speed run because it requires a lot more skill and practice, but I can get obviously the space jump boots first and then some early missiles, and then also we're gonna get the plasma beam early, which then lets us get power bombs early, which then the combination of those two really opens things up. It means we only have to like one of the final zones in the game, the phazon mines, we can just enter that once instead of multiple times because we can get the X-ray visor before even going in there. So there's a lot of stuff it'll let us do. Kind of low on health, but that won't matter. Don't think I'll even get hit in this fight. I appreciate you having the stream in mind, of course. And you're using a browser, so you're using YouTube on a computer. How interesting. Funny thing for me is, in terms of streaming services, I don't think I ever use my computer anymore. I have an iPad that I have, like, because I travel a lot for work and stuff, so I bought an iPad and use that for watching movies and so on. Like, that's how I kind of watch everything, but I definitely recall fondly the days of yore, going to websites to watch stuff like The Angry Video Game Nerd and whatnot, before YouTube was a thing. You should already be dead, but you're not, because it's hard mode. Hard mode, basically, just, I don't think it, well, yeah, it definitely increases damage you take. It increases damage you take and enemy health by 2. I'm not sure if it's a blanket double health for all of them, but it definitely is for, like, the Space Pirates, because there's kind of a science to tracking their health. Space Pirates will die with normally 2 missiles or 2 charge shots. On hard mode, there are 4 missiles or 4 charge shots, so naturally it's double the health. Missiles become king for that reason, because missiles have a way higher DPS than charge shots do, in this game at least, because you can fire them off rapidly.
Evacuate immediately. Evacuate immediately.
Alright. Evacuate. This sequence here is pretty funny to do with action replay, because I'll be getting all that stuff filmed soon. The funny what happens if little series I have planned, because having the boost ball in this sequence, which you're not supposed to have, it makes it a joke. You can beat it so fast. Oh, no misses. The other guy's just standing there. What's he waiting for? Alright, into the vents we go. That stuff that we chatted about too is going to be put to use in a very big podcast that we got planned. We're going to film it tomorrow. We got some new people to show up in it. It's going to be super fun. A couple of people I've known for a few years now. We were talking about actors and stuff, and like what you saw. Was it pretty quiet? Let me see if I can. Well, the levels. Oh, they do seem kind of low. Let's see. Testing. Is it me, or is it the game audio? Or is it both? And then I can see what I can fix. The levels seem good here. The game audio could probably be louder. Sticking around the whole stream. Gotcha. Dang. Let's see. Crank up the gain some. Is that any better? It's kind of peaking in the yellow zone now. My voice, at least. I don't want to put it too loud, but I could probably crank it up some more. Boink. Hello, test. Ow. Stupid headphones and zippers. Okay, yeah, that looks better too. It's peaking in the yellow now. Yeah, I probably have it too low. It's my bad. Ooh. We were talking about actors and stuff, and our conversation got like really in depth, and I was one of them suggested like we should do like a podcast or something. I was like, I've already got one. What a coinky dink. So I've spent the better part of all my free time this week kind of crafting a new little podcast setup to accommodate more people, because historically it's been Tori and me. So this time it'll be 4 people. So I'm putting in a lot of work into changing the setup and putting this stream deck to use in regard to flipping things on and showing images and other things on the fly and whatnot. It'll be cool. We've already got some like other potential topics for some future stuff to talk about as well. So I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be interesting to have like a different setup, more people kind of talking back and forth. We've tried to do 3-man podcasts before. Tori's brother Thomas, who I know the Pastix has seen because we did the Retro Boost Arcade stuff with the 2 of them, with Mario Party and so on. He's been on 2 podcasts that didn't air because they were kind of in our testing phase. He was in the like original kind of pilot that we did, and then we did a Dead Space one, but the audio levels ended up not being great, and it really wasn't usable. Still figuring out how to balance the levels between all 3 of us with our different equipment and whatnot. There we go. Ow. Seen them all. There is more coming. Tori and I have almost completed another game. That'll be for probably spring is when that'll be done and ready to go up along with whatever else we do. Alright. Almost time. Alright, yeah, the beeping is done. Thank God. The beeping is over. So that's the opening of the game is done. We've escaped the frigate Orpheon. And now the game would normally begin. However, we're gonna... What's that thing that you put in there? It's like, we're gonna cheat. It's basically that. We're gonna cheat. Did I get that? I think the chat looks good now. Yeah, I noticed it was kind of cut off last time. I think I got it better. Gotta keep an eye on that. Messages start to cut off halfway. I'm gonna adjust it again. Always a work in progress. We're gonna cheat super hard, dude. It's gonna be good. Actually, there's your next message. So, aha! See it cut off. Alright, just gonna barely tick it. There we go. That might be enough. We'll see. Either that, I'm gonna have it go all the way up to the top, which is fine. Okay, so we have been stripped to our basic abilities. 1 second. Alright, so, and this is something that you actually can't do anymore in the remastered version for the Switch. But, so even if we use the scan visor, we can lock onto things in the distance, and we can still do the little dodge strafe. They took that ability away in the remastered version, and the reason they did is so that you can't do what I'm about to do right now. So we hop up on our little ship here. There's like an indent in that rock right there. So if we can... Oh, first try! So if you release the lock, you kind of fly a little bit farther, and you can shimmy your way onto this little rock right here. Normally, you would come from this room into here, like 3 hours from now in game time. Oh no! I fell. Alright, no worries. Oh my god. I had it and so stylish. Oop. Alright, there we go. Normally you'd come back here like three or so hours, or maybe even less depending on your pacing. And this would be an item that you'd be getting way later, but we're gonna get it now. The game doesn't even think you should have the power shit on for this, because when the boots glow, they're glowing with the outline of the Varia suit. That's how you know. That right there. So right away it's like, what are you doing? So we're starting the game off with the double jump, which is going to open up a lot of possibilities for us. We can get missiles early. We can skip having to do the first like major mini boss. We don't even have to do the hive mecha now. We can skip fighting the big plated beetle, but I'm gonna fight him, because if you don't, his music will never stop playing until you get to a certain point, so I don't want to deal with that. It's gonna get... You thought the beeping was bad? Like, I don't know how people can deal with that. Oh man. Also, my version of the game is the original launch version, which does have some flaws. There could be some points where it's going to crash. That moment right there was one of them. It could have crashed right there. Thankfully it didn't. But there's also a hallway where things could also crash. Turn the hint system off. Alright, because the game's going to bark at me for... getting it. The game works off of some kind of like flag system, and like now that I have the space jump boots, it's gonna get like kind of confused about where my progress in the game is. It's gonna start throwing me hints about like, you gotta go investigate this place now, even though I can't because I lack other abilities. Alright, so now that we have the space jump boots, we can get this missile expansion right here a little early. Instead of fighting a boss for it, we're gonna cheat. So this one right here, you normally need the boost ball for this, but you can actually cheese it with the space jump boots. So now we got missiles. The funny thing about that is that we're skipping getting the like different stuff. Like, it's kind of you could skip that even if you just were doing the game normally and had the space jump boots. I found that one kind of funny for that reason. Oh, ow! Good lord. Hard mode. Those things can kill you. Alright. Okay, so a wall's gonna come up, but I mean, hey, we can do the double jump, so. Ow. And morph ball. Okay, so this is the so this boss music here that it's playing right now. If you don't like deal with this, it'll never stop until you get to like the next boss, I think. Fish in a barrel. I don't even know what to do. Right, you know what? Just for giggles, I'm gonna do turbo. I'm on the Talon 4 Nature Preserve, and I'm doing some big game hunting. This is where the turbo button really helps. It's fun. Alright, turbo off. Had my fun. Alright, plated beetle. Hello, Sir G. Nice to have you here. Oh. Alright, come on. Charge me. See, I could just jump out of here if I wanted to, but I don't want to deal with this music playing the entire time. Because that's the consequence to skipping out on this. Ah! My bullets. Come on, just charge already. Ah! You and your double health. Come on, do it! I'm right here! God. Enough already. Ah, alright. Woo! Mega Man X! That's a good one. They're, see, because I could just do this. Weak. Who needs the morph ball? Mega Man X. I beat that one. It's one of the harder games for me that I've beaten, actually. And they're doing that Mega Man short film thing as part of that Amazon Prime thing coming out. Secret level. It's not X though. It's classic Mega Man. At least it looks. Yeah, it is. I saw Dr. Light in there, so it's got to be classic. Oh God, I keep falling. Alright, so for the time being, things are kind of gonna go back to their normal progression-ish. We're skipping one boss. We don't have to fight the Hive Mecha, but everything else we kind of have to do normally. Because we're gonna need to get the charge beam, I'm gonna need to get morph ball bombs, and then we'll fight Flagra, and then get the Varia suit. But I have the double jump, so I can just kind of make the environment bend to my will. One consequence to not fighting the Hive Mecha is I am skipping an energy tank that you get for free from all that. So it makes this one of the harder parts of the game accordingly. I'll be fighting Flagra with only like 1 or 2 tanks maybe. Normally you'd have 3. So that'll be interesting. You know, I think the Mega Man X series, like 7 and 8, like weren't terribly well received. I think they just kind of killed it. That'd be my thoughts there. That and they just never like updated Mega Man. Like they never did like Mega Man never got like that treatment that a lot of other older franchises got. Like Ninja Gaiden made the jump to 3D. They tried to bring like Bionic Commando to 3D. They tried to bring like Castlevania, like Lords of Shadow. Like Mega Man never got one of those. Like some kind of real attempt at a modern entry. I think the Mega Man could have really worked, whether it be classic or X, either one of them. If they did like a Vanquish style third-person shooter, I think that would have done really well. But they just kind of kept things in the 8-bit realm, for classic at least, and then X modernized a little bit, but still was a side-scroller, and then like they had this clunkier third-person sequences, but they weren't well received. I mean, I remember a lot of internet personalities dump all over those games. Alright, got the charge beam. Ow, ow. Now we just need bombs. Bombs, bombs, bombs. Bombs, bombs, bombs. I'm gonna save because we're kind of in like another crash zone. So saving is gonna be important. I don't want to risk it. There's a hallway coming up where the chance of the game crashing is pretty significant. Alright, we can just kind of skip all this because we can double jump. Hooray, hooray. Yoink. There's a missile up there, but I need the bombs to get it. Boink, boink. Okay, so we're gonna fight the bomb guy now. Alright. Here we go. Only got one energy tank, so this will work. No energy tanks, really. See how it goes. Ah! I think it'll take probably 4 to 6. Whoa! Oh, so far so good. What is it? They're not displaying your like in the chat, or I haven't set to all, so it shouldn't hide anything. It's weird. It's definitely one of the things I reference almost daily. Is the that particular reference? The come on, do it. Oh, only 3. Okay. True. him talking about quoting Arnie worked, but apparently quoting Arnie doesn't work. That's weird. He's been banned. Ban anyone talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger. Come on, mods. What are you doing? Alright. And we got the morph ball bombs. We're getting there. We're getting there. We can fight Flagra now. Just gotta get... Oh, holy crap. I don't know if I should do that with 1 energy tank. It's probably not going to go well. I should get at least 1 more. Or if we want to chance it, I don't mind. I think like just yesterday I was like doing something with my dad, and like he was pressing buttons, or I was pressing buttons or something, like helping him out with something, and like it wasn't working, and I was like, come on, do it. Like we do it all the time. All the time. Oh yeah, we get 1 energy tank here, so I could do it. Okay, so I could do it with 1 energy tank. We can do it with 1 energy tank. Flagra's scythe arms hit really hard on hard mode. Go figure. Having the space jump boots here is pretty funny, because instead of having to jump on the platforms, I can just jump right into that hole right there. Who needs you? Ha ha. Someone drank all my Pepsi. Someone you? Cause like, are you? They're like Pepsi goblins that come in and take that from you. Alright. I'm like really... oh man, I don't want to have to fight that boss again. It's going to backfire on me so hard. I'm going to save the game and then go to the hallway. Because there's a significant risk of crashes in that hallway. I need to like see if I can find one of the updated versions of the game for that reason alone. To remove that risk. Ban anyone drinking my Pepsi. Come on, lads. This is obvious. They're drinking my Pepsi. You gotta ban them. Alright, let's get the energy tank now. Ow. Ow. Missiles ain't bad. We just need more. More! Alright. Game might crash. Okay. Alright, made it through one way. Could crash going the other way though, so we'll see. Oh God! Oh, it's so, dude. Like I get like actually anxious going through this hallway. It happened to me so much when I was a kid, and even recently. Anytime I play the game, it's happened a couple times. I have a full the run that I'm doing right now. I have a full like recording of already through the CARBY. It's like 5 hours and some change because I take the time to like scan everything and whatnot. It happened in that one. I got the crash on film there. I think I got the elevator crash and the hallway crash in that playthrough. Pretty sure. Alright, we can try to fight Flag right now. It's gonna be pretty tough. Could use more missiles, but whatever. Okay, we need to scan you. Scan you. Yoink. Who needs the morph ball when you got the space jump? No. Ah. Alright. Considering it's a first-person game, the platforming works really well. You have like good spatial awareness. Ooh. Alright, it's a little risky here. Only got one tank. There's one. I could potentially have had 3. I'm gonna get one of those 3 right after this. Alright, here we go. First major boss. the PAL version of the game has an extended soundtrack for this boss fight. And I think they put it in the trilogy version. It definitely can. Like, you know, Mirror's Edge is like famously a first-person like platforming parkour game, but like in this era, I don't think that the concept of a first-person platformer really was a thing that anyone was trying to do. It works really well though. Ah! No, that's what I didn't want. Okay, he does 25, so I can take a few of those. There's a trick where you can actually jump, like, glitch your way into that from the outside, but it burns. On hard mode, I would die doing it. Like, absolutely. But you can't do it without having to actually stun him first. I was a big frequent visitor of Metroid2002.com back in the day, which is where like all the speedrunning tricks and stuff for this game were shared and put on display. So I was doing sequence breaking and stuff very early in those days. It's one of the early speedrunning websites between that and Doom. Oh, Metroid Prime Pinball. Cannon, baby. I have that. I've actually never played it, but I do have it. I only have it so that I can make the claim I own every Metroid game, and that claim is accurate. I should play it, though. My 3DS is always on deck. We got 2 left. Just enough. Oh, it's gonna be close. Ah! Got it. Oh, gotta hurry. Nice. Alright, that went pretty well. It took me so long to beat this the first time when I was young. To the degree that it was like a whole little story arc about like curing the water in the Chozo ruins here. Like, fond memories. No, there's you didn't know that? There's literally a pinball Metroid game on DS, Metroid Prime Pinball. They made that. That's a thing that exists. I mean, it's a Metroid themed pinball game. You're in the morph ball, obviously, and all of the boards, whatever the term is, are themed after the environments from this game. Bosses too, like some of them are in there. All right, we got the football armor. I do like the clunkier look of the suit though in this game. Alright, so now we do not fear hot temperatures. So we can go into Magmore Caverns, but I want to get the remaining energy tanks first. Because they're both accessible from this room. Ugh, my shins. Okay, so first, let's go this way. Energy tank number 1. Ow. The funny thing about this, too, is that this is the rear side to the Hive Mecha Boss. Missile expansion. Well, missile launcher. That's why a dedicated cutscene plays for it. Oh, get like dropped really weird. So normally we would have had to fight a boss. Oh man, that was really weird. On that bridge over there, but we just skipped all that. I'm pretty sure if we enter from the other side, even now, we'd still have to fight it though. So skip that. And now we'll get the other one. And what we can do now is, on our first visit to Phendrana Drifts, we'll be getting the wave beam, the boost ball, and the wave beam in one trip, as opposed to having to get the boost ball, go back for the space jump boots, come back again for the wave beam. We'll be saving a lot of backtracking. I'm also going to get this missile expansion. Oops. There we go. Morph ball jumps. I think this one has a... I've never been able to do it, but I'm pretty sure that there is an infinite morph ball jump cycle you can do. The 2D games have that, like Zero Mission and Super both have that. Fusion does as well. Zero Mission actually has some expansions in areas that are built around doing that trick, which is pretty cool. They really want you to be able to do it. Missiles are great. Okay, so now Magmor Caverns. We got our 3 energy tanks. If I were to backtrack to Talon Overworld, there'd be probably 3 or so missile expansions to get, but we'll do that later. Try to wait until we actually can stroll through there organically. Whoa. Whoa. Metroid only has 2 spin-offs, to my knowledge. Prime Pinball and then Federation Force. Everything else is like one of the core games. There's no Metroid Golf, no Metroid Kart. Should be. Can't see. It's really cool effects though. There's a lot of environmental interactivity with the visor. Condensation, heat makes it fog up, water will run off of it. You get frozen, you see ice on it. It's really cool. Alright. Magmor Caverns. Totally isn't Norfair. Metroid Prime in some ways is like spiritually a remake of Super Metroid. A lot of the framing is the same. You arrive in a grassy, earth-like world with light rain. Norfair music is playing right now in the magma biome. You go into a wrecked ship that's partially like underwater. They have a lot of similarities. But that's okay, because it's just kind of franchise identity. Not so much lack of creativity. Whoa. Whoa. Don't want to touch them. And normally we'd have to go under there, but we've already got the space jump boots, so hurrah! There is an expansion we can get here. Oop. Hidden away. Okay, gotta watch out for these guys. Magmore Caverns is pretty much just a highway area. There's no bosses here. There's no core power-up except for the plasma beam. Everything else are expansions or bonuses. And I think that Magmore Caverns is also the only environment that connects to all of the other environments. There's a ladder, there's an elevator, I think, to every single other area in the game. Except for maybe Chozo? No, Chozo Ruins, maybe. I don't think it does, though. Alright. Whap, whap, whap. 2 more rooms, and we're there. There's also 1 more energy tank. Ow. That did not do as much damage as I thought it was going to do. Get him eventually. The security turrets, there's like a mega version of them that we're gonna see later on, and they do a ton of damage. Oop. Wow. Nice try. Okay. Gonna be doing some morph ball bomb jumps here. We'll see if I can pull this off in a reasonable amount of time. Alright, there's 1. There's 2. Oh! First try. That's what I'm talking about. I failed that spectacularly in the playthrough recording on the CARBY that I did. Whew. That was... I'm happy with that. Makes me happy. Alright. Fendrana Giraffes. This is probably my favorite environment in this game. It's just peaceful and nice. Music is super ambient. Save the game. We're gonna get the wave beam. Because I don't think I can really do anything else here without plasma beam. And I need the ice beam before I can get the plasma beam early, because it has an ice door that blocks it. I don't really understand what the logic is with the visor having static like that. Because you'd think the visor would just be transparent, but apparently it's like a powered device that is like completely solid without whatever electronics fuel this thing. But still cool nonetheless. Gimme. Alright, this boss is pretty cool visually. We have to come back here because to get into the game's final area, you need 12 Chozo artifacts, and one of them is in there. Need the plasma beam to get it, though. There is a way to get that without triggering it. I forget how you do it, but I think I did it once. Oh, invisible wall. I gotta fight the she-goths. These are one of the enemies that they kind of repurpose. Well, actually, a lot of them get repurposed in Prime 2, but this is one of the more obvious ones. They're called Grenchlers in Prime 2. Behave the exact same way. I gave them some different projectile attacks though, at least. Now, it's hard to notice, but that was something I did that was really cool just now. Where I saw on the radar a little enemy dot coming right at me, and I jumped backwards and went over him. And he went under my feet. Oh boy, here comes Mama. Oh, hey! Use your breath attack thing. Alright, I asked for it. Come on. Stuck in the loop. This thing's gonna take a lot of punishment on hard. Oh boy. Ah! I'm not even sure realistically how much that's even gonna do, but I know that you can hurt him with bombs. I'll give up when you do. Ah! Oh! What the hell? I didn't know you could get frozen in the morph ball. That's pretty interesting. God, die already. Oh! Killed it with the morph ball. What a terrible way to die. That's like the Metroid Prime, like RPG kind of thing where you just stab someone in the shins to death. Alright, we got the wave beam. Not the, that's a good meme. Not the mama. Alright, the wave beam, I'm pretty sure, well, it does less straight up damage than the power beam does, but it homes in and it can stun lock enemies with its electric properties. which is way different than the wave beam was in the previous games. Because the wave beam in the original Metroid, the wave beam had like a curve property and thus would hit more stuff, but it wouldn't work on some of the bosses. Like Ridley's immune to it, I think. Maybe. Or no, I think he could probably hit him with it, but maybe he was, I don't remember, but you can't like beat the game with it is the point. And then in Super Metroid it went through walls. But here it's electric. Alright, so now we can grab the boost ball, because we're going to need that for the spinners. I think what I'll do is I'll end this stream after beating Thardus. Because it's a good place to end. We're not too far from that. Probably like another 30 minutes, maybe even an hour, it depends. But I wanted to make this one longer, so it works for me. Yoink. Alright, I think it's up here. Whoa. Yes. Ah! Ow, come on. Oh. Hello. Oh, hey! Oh, man. I was just about to wonder if you even needed to raise the platforms. I might be able to just do that without having to do this sequence here. Stupid things. Alright. Made it. Alright, now Tony Hawk mode activate. We are the Birdman. Yeah, I get it. I got it. Woo! That can be used as like an actual attack in Prime 2. The boost ball, but not in this game. Whee! Oh. Alright, time to raid the pirate labs. I only do McTwists. That's my preferred trick of choice. Tony Hawk games are good fun. Alright, when I get the plasma beam, I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to get this. That's a power bomb expansion. That's how we're going to get the power bomb early. Ow. Alright, another energy tank is up there. Spinner. Or wait, what was the I think like you can like make your own custom tricks in Underground. I remember like the first one that the game like makes for you is the New York Nut Buster. Oh, God, that game's insane. Okay, gonna get another energy tank. The space pirates can stack up damage real fast on hard mode. There's going to be one more in the pirate labs. So I think we're on track right now for having everything we need. No! Oh! Stupid critters. Flicker bats. Ban anyone talking about how I got knocked off stuff. Yeah, it's not. This is the game. Unfair. Alrighty. Oh, almost hit him again. I saw him there ever so briefly. Alright, so we're gonna get the super missile and the thermal visor are the two next major upgrades, and then we're gonna fight Thardis. Whoa! Bam. Alright, here we go. This is a major battle here. Let's get him! Missiles are king, dude. You cannot fire missiles that fast in the subsequent games. It's kind of an exploit of sorts in this one to do that. Only works if the power beam is active. Alright, so you are here. The petting zoo is there, and the circus is here. Ah. Ah. Whoa. Staticky. Okay. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. More battles. On the Wii trilogy, since you can maintain locks around corners like that, you can actually aim the arm cannon around the corner and the wave beam will still home in, so you're firing rounds from behind cover. It's really funny. Prime version is like really easy because of little tricks like that. Easter egg up here. If I can be careful, you can see it. This guy. Well, actually, I don't want to destroy the boxes he's standing next to. He was eating lunch. Alright. Little fish thing right there. That. Ooh. Ow. For God's sake. There we go. Okay, super missiles in this room. Whoa. Back off, slick. Whoa. That was. Ah. Okay. All right. The super missile is like the instant win button. It does such ridiculous damage. It's definitely the most useful of the beam ammo expansions in this game too, or beam combos. The only other useful one is the Wave Buster, but that one's only useful in one use case, which is the stealth drone thing. Other than that, it's not really great. You know, the super missile in Super Metroid was kind of like that. Like, it shot these gigantic, fat, green-tipped missiles, which they brought that back in Smash Bros. In this game, it's just a golden kind of projectile. But it does hit fantastically hard. Metroid Prime 2 introduced an alternative to it that fires 5 separate individual missiles at once. I think it does like the same damage, but the super missile has the bigger impact. I remember speaking of bullet bills, old YouTube days, the early days of game theory. That was like one of his earlier videos. Pat was going over how hard a bullet bill actually hits, and I think that it was like the force that a bullet bill will hit you with is equivalent to like getting hit by like a scooter going like 30 miles an hour, something like that. Just because of how big they are and their speed versus their proposed material composition. I thought that was kind of funny. Okay, we can get the thermal visor now. Ow. Stupid icicle things. Was tracking me. He was like, "Where'd you go?" Sure hope I don't get shot today. We're grouping up. I don't want that. Oh, got him from behind. All right, these guys suck. The arrow pirates. Ah! Die! Come on, do it! Alright, there you are. Whoa, oh my god, the game was like, no sir. Frame rate dipped real hard there. Ah! Oh, alright. Oh, wrong way. This way. You gotta come back here with the plasma beam as well to get the artifact that's there. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Ooh, a Metroid. That's the name of the game. Come on. You know you want to. Break out! Alright. Alright. They ain't so bad. Get off my plane. He's just like, yep. Pressing buttons. Didn't work. Break times in 10. Oh, except it's not. Thread the needle. Oh, come on. You can shoot me. It's not fair. Whoa! It's falling everywhere. Oh, this is okay. Here we go. I need missiles. I need missiles. Does anyone have any missiles? That's an Independence Day reference right there. Oh, come on. Ah! Alright. Here we go. Metroid in the tank. Uh-oh. Oh! No, not me. I let you free. I thought we're friends. Oh, God. Die. Oh, God. Alright. Oh, crap. I need missiles, though, to get that... No, I need missiles. Ugh. I'm gonna get that on the return trip, I guess. It's definitely a viable strategy to release Metroids and let them pick off space pirates for you. Definitely conserve ammo that way. Ow. Alright, so now we're gonna get the thermal visor, and the game still won't give me missiles. When we first entered the pirate labs, there was the one space pirate that attacked us. He jumped off the wall and then tried to do a melee attack, and then I blasted him into oblivion. That was one of the stealth pirates that we're about to encounter more of, and that was like the game giving us one chance to add that to our logbook, because I don't think you can scan them otherwise. They're like actively camouflaged. You might be able to, I'm not sure. Oh, finally. Missiles. Yeah. Gonna want to try to get my missile count back up again for the Thardus boss fight, because super missiles make that go by a lot quicker. Oh yeah, seeing her eyes and stuff, like they definitely like did more of that in the sequels, but I mean, see her right there, you can see her blinking, her eyes moving around. It's pretty cool. Alright, now we got thermal vision. These guys only have melee attack, which is kind of weird. They should have had both. Ow! Ow! Alright, I'm sorry. Alright, so it's like pitch black in here now, so if we don't use the thermal visor, we really can't even see. Metroids. energize little power conduits to restore power to the doors. No! Oh, it's two. Alright. There's an invisible version of one of them later in the game. Be free, Metroids! Be free! Oh. Not me, not me, not me. Get him, get him. Oh, got him. Oh, there's two of them now, though. Gotta multitask. Ah! Stop it! Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Ah! Oh, he wants more food. Get him! Get him! No, not me! No! Ah! He's down here. Get him! Back off! Ah. He has a taste for Samus. I can't sway him otherwise. Die already. Energy tank. Alright, so that's just all the energy tanks we can get at this point in the game, I'm pretty sure. Which is, we're at 6? Yeah, we're doing pretty good. There's also this sequence here. Oh! The missile expansion there. And there's another one inside of a container. Hey. Oh, and I made it back on the platform. Whoa! Diary. Once we beat Thardus, and I have the spider ball, and then we'll get the ice beam, at that point is when the game will transform and be like, we'll be completely off the rails in terms of the intended sequence of events. Because then when I get the ice beam, I can skip needing the grapple beam to get the plasma beam. Beam. And things are gonna really open up. I don't want to fight you, sir. Thardus. Thardus. Supreme Lord Thardus. King of rocks and rock things. Oh, behind me. No quarrel with you, sirs. You just keep on trucking. Oh, crap. Missile expansions in that tank right there. Stay in your tank, Metroid. You be a good boy. Should just cause some chaos and then leave. Be free! Ow, get off! Get off! Get off! I said be free! God, it's like hard to see sometimes. Okay. Out of the pirate labs. And we can take on Thardis. And that is where, after that, where we will end things. Because once I can get my hands on the plasma beam, the game's going to shift from us just trying to get stuff to me getting stuff and cleaning up the artifacts. Because artifacts are how you beat the game. You need 12 artifacts, and the kind of intent is that you get them as part of like the game's kind of final little quest, but with sequence breaking we can do it at the midpoint of the game and forward much earlier. There's a part of me that wondered if that was even going to work without using the thermovisor, but it did. Alright, 50 missiles. That's 10 super missiles. Definitely gonna run out of ammo during this. Alright. Here we go. Uh-oh. It's just a big pissed off rock monster. Oh. Ah. Freaking hands, get out of the way. Hide in this corner. Ah! Ouch. I'm gonna tear him apart, piece by piece. Holy crap. basically out of missiles, so that's awesome. Oh, my hand's already so tired. Ah! This is where he makes it all stormy. The logbook for the thermal visor specifies that visibility is good in bad weather. I think this is like the only time where that's like a factor. Because without it, you really can't see across the field of battle. There's never really any other environment in the game that has like weather that you can't see through without this. Whew! Duh! Blimey! The TARDIS! I like Doctor Who. I kind of fell out of it though, but I enjoyed it. Oh, my hands! I used turbo in the beetle fight because it was just funny, but I'm not going to do that for a real boss fight. I'm going to tough it out, but oh my god, it hurts. Nah. 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 Only getting HP from those new missiles. Ow. Only like 2 or 3 more pieces to go. Die! Die! Okay. It's the last one. Yeah. We got 1 super missile in the tank. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, Jesus. Enough with the rocks, but also stand still. Ah. 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 mind trading blows. Die! No, it missed! Ow! That would have been it. Oh! Ah! But also we have to... Ow! Ooh! Spider ball acquired. Thank you, thank you. Oops, wrong one. Alright, so now that we got the spider ball, tons of other avenues open up. Namely, getting the ice beam, namely then getting the plasma beam. Normally the plasma beam comes very late in the game. It's one of the final core power-ups, but we're going to get it at like the midpoint. So, next time we will get the ice beam and then the plasma beam and then just kind of go wild. Because at that point we can do whatever we want. Flip it back to the home screen. I'm going to save the game here. And when I say next time, I mean like the next, not the next stream, because the next stream tomorrow is Super Metroid. And I had a really goofy idea for that. Super Metroid has its fair share of goofy tricks, and one of them is that there's kind of like a unintentional new game plus built into the game. I'm at the point in the game where I could do it. So I think I'm gonna do that. So on the next Super Metroid stream, I'm gonna do the goofy little reset trick. So we'll be starting the game over, but it will keep all of our power-ups and whatnot. So that'll be kind of funny. Because that could be a fun way to kind of take that, since I haven't touched that one in so long. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Past6, glad to have you here. And Megaden, also great to have you here. Appreciate you being there, and glad you were able to catch one of the streams. Tomorrow will be Super Metroid with the 2X Pro, specifically as the medium. Today was the 5X Pro. Normally I've been using the CARBY for GameCube stuff. Wanted to change it up. And one thing I might do is... we might do it on the Wii next time, just so I can turn on the fusion suit, because all I have to do is beat the game, which isn't that big of a thing. I just need the time to do it. I couldn't do it in sub 30 minutes ahead of this stream. So that's what we will do next time. So great to have everyone here, and I will see you on the next one.